Mic check. I used to cop a lot, but never cop no drop. Hold mics like ponytails tight and bobble ops. Stop, stick around, come through and dig the sound of the fly brown 6060 psycho who throws a dick around. Bound to go through plat, came to destroy rap. It's an intricate plot of a b-boy strap. Fem stack cats get kidnapped. Then release a statement to the press, let the rest know who did that. Metal fist terrorist, claim responsibility. Broken household name usually set hostility. What is MF? You silly? I like to take men's to the end for 2 milli. Do-do-do-do-do, that's the audio daily double. Rappers need to fall off just to save me the trouble. Yo, watch your own back, him in and go out alone, black. Stay in the zone, turn H2O to cognac. On doomsday, ever since the womb till I'm back with my brother Wendy. That's what my tumor said. Right above my.
And here we are.
Yeah,
We're podding. This is that's how it works. Sorry, I got to get in pod mode.
No,
you know.
I mean whatever. I'm just normal mode. Why?
Yeah.
What brought you to Florida? Are you from Florida? Did you live in Florida?
Hold on, I feel like I didn't quite get to your last part.
I was just talking about how the universe aligns.
Yeah, we're here. We're here. Should I look at you or the cameras?
I mean, whatever feels comfortable.
I look at that
for
camera
you.
that doesn't face me.
Yeah.
That's the one I look at, the one
Yeah.
that doesn't face me.
Yeah.
No, well, thank you for having me.
Yeah.
First off, we're good. I think that's about right.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for having me. 1, 2, I am on a 6-week from New York down to Florida and back shows, podcasts like this, whatever.
Yeah.
And here we are.
So you're just here in Florida. You've never been here before and never.
No, I've actually been on a lot of these kind of runs the last year. I've been doing like 4 weeks at a time, like 6 weeks, or like 3.5 or 5 or.
And you just go.
Yeah, I've been on the road a ton this year.
Yeah.
I've been like on the road a lot. But this is my last big one till I go back to New York in 2 weeks, and then I'm gonna be there till February.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll be there for 4 or 5 months doing stuff.
How long have you been in New York for?
19 years.
Holy shit! Really?
I did. I started. Thanks for the liquid death.
Oh yeah.
It's good water.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We talked very briefly because we don't know each other other than.
Yeah. Brief interaction.
Yeah, brief interaction, and I think I'd seen your name somewhere before once too. Like you saw my name. Like I think I saw your name somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, I'm from 1 hour north of Jacksonville, Florida. So I grew up surfing like down here. I grew up surfing the east coast of Florida with my friends.
That's why you asked. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I meant to ask like why are you? I didn't get there. Yeah.
Yeah. So I did that, and then I started comedy in D.C. in 2005.
Mm-hmm.
And then I moved right to New York. I went to college there, and then when I graduated, I moved right to New York because at that time, everybody's like, "You want to get good? Go to New York. Go to New York." Now I don't know. We're doing this. You know, it's cool. You have a studio here at NASA. At NASA headquarters. Yeah. Like, hold on, I gotta put my eye drops here.
Yeah.
Your eyes get dry.
I literally just got a job there so I could get a badge to get us.
That's
in.
amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude.
That's nice.
It's
crazy they just have like normal closets though, like in random rooms. I'm just like, it kind of feels like a bedroom, but.
Yeah. No, it's amazing they let you do the podcast at NASA.
I know. I'm telling them I'm head engineer and I own the place.
I think that's the way to do it.
I'm just like, Elon Musk is my cousin.
Yeah. So, yes, that's what's happening. I'm on a 6-week up and down.
Yeah, that's good.
But I know Florida quite well because I grew up surfing it. Mm-hmm. And then over the years, but even more so this year, I've done a lot of comedy I was just a couple weeks ago in St. Pete, Clearwater, Orlando. Not that long ago, I was in Boca. That was last weekend. Boca Raton. Never know how you say it.
I saw you were at the Sadman.
Crushed there
I
as
love
well.
That place.
Just
I
cut
love
that part right
place.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, crushed. Just put. Yeah, that's the clip.
Yeah, no, that's great. Yeah, that'll be it.
Yeah, I was just saying. I like that club.
No, yeah. I just did the mic there because I was cruising through. Actually, when I was talking to Farrah, and I was like, I'm going to hit up the open mic while I'm here. And I like the feel. I like that it's like tight, small, all black. Like, it's pretty cool.
And it's the no woke zone.
Yeah.
They have a sign above it that says no woke zone.
I didn't see that.
Which is a take on manatees, right? No wake zone.
Oh,
like,
I didn't even.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like,
I do know
like
what
boating.
you're
For people that don't
about.
know boats, especially down here in Florida, it's like the no wake zone. When you come into like dock, you got to go slow so you don't create a wake to like mess up other boats to hit the dock. So no wake zone. Maybe people know this, but if you're not from Florida, a lot of people probably don't know this.
Mm-hmm.
But like I don't know what people's knowledge is, but anyways, it's the no woke zone. So it's a take on that, which is interesting because I'm about like as far left as one can be.
Yeah.
I'm like deep left.
Oh,
as
yeah?
evidenced by my watch and my hat and my awesome demeanor.
Okay, yeah, I figured. I saw the purple beads and I'm like, this guy celebrated last week.
Oh, I forgot about these beads. I forgot I was wearing these. What did I celebrate?
You know.
What, Pride?
You're far left. No, was it next? Pride? Was it Pride?
No, so what did I celebrate last week?
By the way, I was in, Charlie Kirk, but...
Yeah, I didn't even know that's who you were referencing, yeah.
Downtown Melbourne, and which is, you probably, you know where it's at. And they had a Pride parade.
Cool, I like it.
And I was like, that's cool. I was like, but is it? I didn't know there was like multiple. Where was it? Just a day?
What do you mean?
Do you know? Was it?
No, I don't
Pride
know.
Month?
I don't know about. Yeah, I don't.
Because I know
don't know.
we have a Pride Month where they do that,
Oh,
like all over Florida, where they get crazy.
Yes.
Not, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The gays go crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they were going crazy last week, and it was like right after Charlie Kirk died, so I was like, "What are we doing?
Interesting. No, I didn't partake in any of those things. But now I see what you're saying. Yeah. So no.
That went down a long road with no end. But regardless,
it's like most of my sets.
Yeah, that's nice.
I just got this hat 3 days ago.
Really?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah,
I love it.
Where'd you get it?
I got it at the Loggerhead Classic in Jacksonville, Florida.
Okay.
A longboard competition was going on at Jack's Beach Pier.
Yeah.
And I just stumbled upon it and bought this hat from a guy.
Oh, that's nice. That's a good memory.
And I've been wanting to buy one of these hats.
Yeah.
And I saw this, and the dude, it sold me because I've been looking at a few. But then the guy said he makes all this artwork, and I was like, oh, well, I got to support the arts. Mm-hmm. I'm all about the arts.
Yeah.
So anyway, I just got this hat recently.
Yeah. Do you do that everywhere you go? You kind of pick up something as like a keepsake?
What do you think? I made money here? What do you think? No.
I don't know. You can pick up rocks. They're free.
No, I wanted a hat because I'm trying to stay because I'm down. Dude, it's so hot now everywhere. I want to stay out of the sun.
Yeah.
Because it's just so hot. So I've been thinking about a hat like this for about a month. I was like, I need to, because I've been down here about a month. I'm like, I'm hot. I need to get a hat so I don't get, like, I don't want to be like a prune. Like, people get so suntan.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want my skin to just be like, scales.
That's true. I have one of those hats for when I mow the lawn. Yeah. I don't want to be like, those like raisin people on the beach.
Yes,
like
that's what I don't want to be. So I've been thinking about this. But then I saw this, and then the dude said he made all the art, and I was like, that's too cool. So I gotta get it. So yes. So that's it. That's the story of this hat.
That's good.
Yeah. For those who are wondering out there in the pod world.
Yeah. So how long have you been doing stand-up comedy?
I just hit 20 years.
Holy shit.
But I took off a few when the pandemic started.
Yeah.
I was in New York when the pandemic started, and it was very scary. And then I took off a few years. So I'm actually just back about a year and a half.
Wow.
But so you could say it's 16, 17 years. I did do a bunch of Zoom stuff and some other online stuff, but 16, 17, or 20, depending on how you. But it's been very hard. Like, I dedicate my life to this. Like, other than the pandemic, my life's been dedicated to this since college. Mm-hmm. Like, every move I make has been to, like, and I have the worst career possible, but every move I make has been geared toward, like, stand-up. Everything, I love stand-up.
Yeah.
Everything else is just whatever. Like, podcasting's, I like it. I like improv. I like acting, but I love stand-up. I love the craft. I've always been like that since I found it at 21 in college.
Yeah.
It hasn't changed for me.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people that are like really serious about it have the same common like feeling about it, because like for me, I'm the same way. Like ever since I started, it's been like, even with my corporate gig, I'm like, I need to get to where like I can work from home so I can work on this shit harder and like get on the road more and like do shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
I mean, this is the way.
Mm-hmm.
This is it now. This is the game. Like it didn't used to, you know what I mean? This is amazing. You got this here at NASA. You can just do it out of your office. It's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. But I have noticed it's good to travel, because like, if I noticed after traveling, I've only been to a few places, Atlanta, New York, Austin, and I've noticed I'm just like, it's different everywhere. Like the crowds are different everywhere. Like it's to get out of your hometown and out of that comfortability and getting on a new stage in a new scene. I'm like, I noticed it would be like way more beneficial than if I was to just like chill where I'm at. You know what I'm saying?
I'll say this. I don't think you need to travel that far, though.
Yeah.
Like, there's so much comedy in Florida, and there's so many kinds of people in Florida.
Yeah.
Like, if you just did one club here over and over and over and over and over, you need to go, like, a few hours away.
Oh,
but like, comedy here is not any different, in my opinion, from Virginia, from New Hampshire. Yeah, some political ideologies might be different, or, like, people live differently, like... but for the most part, it's the same. So as long as you're doing enough, you're doing a black room, you're doing a gay room, you're doing a tourist room, you're doing a local room. As long as you're getting that within your zone, I think you're good, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think you're right. Like, you don't have to go that far, because, like, for us, like, we can go to Orlando, and sometimes we'll get a super left, like, far left crowd. And, like, Melbourne, you're getting, like, far right, like... Not far right, but like sometimes you'll get a mix here too. So like,
America.
Yeah, you can just like travel wherever, and you just in Florida, and you can get the same type of experience.
I think Florida's great.
Traveling in general, like don't stay doing the same mics and the same shows in the same town, because I got caught in that trap for a while, just like chilling in Melbourne, because we have so many shows and mics going on. I'm like, I can just stay here, and I got so comfortable. I was like, I need to start going back to Orlando. I'm like, I got to make sure I'm doing shows and mics out there, because I'm getting too comfortable. Yeah,
you got to challenge yourself, because then you'll go to Orlando and somebody will come through from, I don't know, Denver or something, and they're like 14 years from Denver, and they'll blow it out of the water. Like, what is this? You know what I mean? So, if you're at the same place every week, that happens too, but like... The more you travel, the more uncomfortable you make yourself. Like, dude, it's hard, like, to go into an all-black room. I've been doing it for decades, so, like, I'm very comfortable in them at this point. Like, but it's different. Like, I used to, and I still will. Like, when I started, Harlem, the Bronx, deep Queens, deep Brooklyn, some places in Jersey, like, just... Like, it's hard. It's hard to walk in as the only white dude at 11 at night on a Tuesday, and there's 80 black people, and be like, hey, I'm here to tell... Like, it's tough.
Oh, yeah.
In deep Queens, like... There's like legitimate rappers in the crowd. Like I have some rappers in my phone, not to be like famous rappers, because like, you funny as hell, man. Like, and like I'm now kind of like friendly with some, like, which I would never, like, it's like some of these rooms are intense. They're in like the back of a thing, and you're one white dude and 80 people. Like, but that makes you good.
Oh yeah.
That's what makes you good. And the same thing say for like, you go to Williamsburg in Brooklyn or Bushwick. It's a LGBTQ plus. It's artsy. And then you go, that's what's good about New York, I'll say, because then you go to Times Square, and it's mainly tourists. Norway, Nebraska, Iowa, you know what I mean? And then you go downtown, maybe East Village or West Village, and you've got a lot of New Yorkers. So then you got the New York dynamic. So it's, anyway, I'm rambling at you, but...
No, I know exactly what you mean, because I went to Atlanta, and I did my first all-black room. I thought it was an open mic, and I show up, and it was like a full-on headliner show. And I was so, like, early in and, like, ballsy. I was like, hey, can I get a guest spot?
Great. and black rooms will let you a lot of times.
They did, and I was scared shitless.
Yeah, of course.
But as soon as I got up there and I said the first line hit, it was just like, okay, I can do, like, I'm capable of grasping a different type of crowd. But it's not easy. Like, that shit's scary as fuck.
Well, it's also what makes you a good comic, because the comedy industry now is so different than when I started. It's always been like a business to it. It is a show business, right? They call it. But it's like now so many people, like, you have tattoos. So you could be, I don't have any tattoos, but I'm just looking at you. I see you have tattoos, right? You could be the person that does the tattoo crowd, right? So your crowd is all people who like are into tattoos and whatever, like that's your audience. And that's great. Like, but now we're losing, in my opinion, we're losing where people used to be funny to masses. Like there are people in Brooklyn who are only play to super left, NPR, like what mainly white, maybe Asian. I'm very generalizing, but I'm just saying it's like, and that's their crowd. Then you put them in the South, put them in Alabama, and they sink or whatever you want to call it, sink or swim. Like they say sink because that's not because of the internet. If you're into tattoos, you get 1 million tattoo followers. Now you're just doing tattoo people at a thing, which is great, and I think that's good that everybody can build their audience. But I think it's better. You're a better comic if you can do an all black room, LGBTQ plus. Like I'm saying, like like that's how do you go be funny to like people?
That's actually like getting into like the craft.
Yeah.
Like really wanting. That's one thing is like I tell people like my vision for like this shit is like like to get my own fan base so I can make a living off of stand up. But I tell people I don't post my stand-up clips. I don't because I want to get really good. And to me, in my mind, getting good is being able to go into any room and make anybody laugh, which is it could take till I'm dead and I might not even get there, you know?
Well, you never perfect it. That's the thing. You don't perfect it. You can't.
Yeah. So I totally I feel like that's really like, it does get lost in the social media era because it does separate people that just want to be a content. Like, you're still a stand-up, but at the same time, your focus is more the content you're putting out and making money off of those fans from the content versus being able to travel all over the world and do stand-up wherever and still be good. So I totally agree with that 1,000%.
Yeah, I'm not downplaying that it's great. I think it's great that someone who's into making bowls out of clay can sell out of a place to 1,000 people who like to make clay and make. I think that's awesome. I'm just saying it's different. Like the clay person who sells the pots might not be able to you put them in an all black room. That doesn't translate. You know what I mean? So I just think anyway. I think like you're saying to travel. I think it is good, but as long as you get enough diverse crowds, I think this is what's gonna make you a good comic.
Yeah. For sure. But no, so where do you travel? Like you said, 4 weeks how often?
No, it's just been random. I never
random.
I never had a car till a year ago.
Okay.
Because I've been in New York.
Yeah.
So now I got a car, and I'm just kind of like, and I'm headlining a lot of things. I'm headlining more than I ever have. So I'm headlining all these rooms where I'll have 8 people show up, or 22, or 57, or you know what I mean. I'll get lucky and have 100 something. Like, so the car has kind of changed because like. I don't know. Headline is kind of the only, like, kind of talking about the social media. Headlining is kind of the only game at this point. There's no money hosting or featuring. There never has been, but it's like worse than ever. And inflation, I think there's more. The pay is the same from like 30 years ago, and it's even like dropped at a lot of places because places will use local hosts. Like before, you used to be able to kind of like maybe in the 90s or whatever, the 80s, whenever, like you could like actually kind of make a living like. With another comic taking you and like hosting and featuring and getting hotels, you kind of pull it off. Now it's like the host a lot of times don't even get paid at clubs because they just pull a local person, right, all over the country. Like, someone's a couple years in, they can host, do a few minutes, then they get a feature, and a lot of times it's a local feature because there's so many comics everywhere now.
Yeah.
And so headlining is really the only place there's money, and that's kind of the only. And like to me, everything is just a spot. Whether I'm doing a spot in New York, I have a spot tonight in Melbourne, however people say it, Melbourne, and down in, not far from here. So that a spot in New York and a spot in Melbourne, the exact same. They're just spots. Yeah. They're just spots until you're like where like Thursday I'm headlining at Laugh Out Lounge in Winter Haven, which I've heard is a cool club. I haven't been. But I'm headlining. My name's on. You go to the website right now. My name is there. That's what it's about. So the spot in New York tonight or the spot in Melbourne tonight is all just for the headline stuff. Because that's where because then if this gets big or when this gets big, right? Then when you go to Winter Haven and do that on a Thursday, 102 people show up. And you're like, oh my God, I'm making a little money. Maybe you sell some merch and you walk away with a few $100s. Like, wow, this is great. So I'm just yelling at you, but that's the game in my mind now. And there's New York is just spots. So they're just, and it's great and it makes you good, but headlining in my mind at this point is the game. That's where I'm at now. But so that's what I've done this past year, but I'm going back to New York in 2 weeks and I'm going to be there for like 4 or 5 months doing a bunch of New York stuff.
Yeah. How long? Okay, so I get in this, like, and I'm not, like, obviously, like, trying to rush it because I really want to get good, but I'm in this position where, like, people ask me how much time I have.
Yeah.
And, like, I give them 2 answers.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can be on stage for 15 minutes comfortably.
Sure.
But I've maybe felt killing where it's just rolling punches, laughter, but in my mind it's not.
Yeah.
The jokes aren't as funny as so I'm like, technically, like, I haven't in my mind really killed, and to me, like, I almost have 0 minutes.
Yeah, sure.
Because I'm like, at this point, I'm just like, I know these jokes that I'm doing. We were talking about it a little bit the other night. Like, I know these jokes I'm doing are a lot of low-hanging fruit, and I'm really trying to get to, like, where's the original funny that, like, when everyone hears it, they're like, oh, why did I never think of that? You know what I'm saying? I know you know what I'm saying. You've been doing this shit forever, but it's like, I've gotten to this point to where, like, I feel like I got to go back to this almost like, blind ego where I got to be like, okay, well, I technically do have 20 to 25 minutes on paper.
Yeah.
Is it anything that I really think that, oh God, this is like, no, none of it, to be honest. Like, if I'm being honest with myself, I know 15 years from now, I'm going to look back and be like, that was shit. You know what I'm saying? So did you have that experience over time where you were like, I should ask first, when did you start feeling like, oh yeah, like, I got a killer, like, fucking headliner set?
Oh, just recently. Headliner set.
Yeah.
But I felt like I really got funny probably like year 14, 15.
Mm-hmm.
I really was like, I'm decent at this.
Yeah.
And you feel, it took me that long to feel like I can go do a set and kind of hold my own. Like, for a 10-minute set, 15, 20-minute set, I feel like I can be up against anybody. I'm not saying I'm the funniest person of all time, but you put me in New York and I have to go do 15, 20 minutes, I can go after anybody and hold my own. It could be a famous person. I could hold my own. Mm-hmm. Is my 45 minutes to an hour as good as some other people? No. You know? So that's still building, but for 10, 15, your 10, 15, 20 minutes is always changing, obviously, right? Mm-hmm. It's like you got a new couple here, and so that's always just evolving as, like, I don't know if it's the right, it's always like building, right? Like stacking or something, or changing and moving, but probably 14 years before I felt like, oh, I'm okay at this, you know? You know what it is? I think you stay around long enough and you start looking around. And you start seeing it's like most shows you do. I'm not trying to sound cocky. I'm trying to sound like factual. Like, you do shows and you look around, you're like, I had one of the best sets tonight. Mm-hmm. And you go the next night and you're like, I had one of the best, not the best, but like, if there's 10 people on a show, which is a lot, but there's so many comics now. If there's 10 people on a show, you're like, I was like the top 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, you start to feel that the more you do it, because you just do it longer and you get better. You know what I mean? Like, if you've been doing it 6 years and you put the work in, you're most likely better than the lineup that has people who are 6 months, a year, year and a half. Like, there can be someone who's 6 months who's really funny, but you just have more tools in your toolbox at 6 years. So, and then you start looking around, and people, they drop off, they get a little older, they get married, they move away, they get some job, and just life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you start looking around, I think over time you start going, like, wow, I wasn't, like, when you start, you're just the worst on every show. You're happy to get on a show. Like, oh my God, I got on a show. And then you just stink, or you do okay. Like, but then you start looking around and you go, I had one of the better sets. And when that starts happening, you go, I guess I'm pretty good at this. And then your confidence starts to rise, because then you're like, oh, it's 10 minutes. I can do that in my sleep. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But that's just decades. Well, I mean, it's different for everybody, but I think...
Yeah.
And you're talking about being funny. There's a massive difference in funny and success, depending on what your bar of success is, or like fame. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's like, there are people that are so funny. There's people that have been doing it 20 years, like, or even 10 or 15, who are absolute beast.
Yeah.
Beast. And they have 4,000 followers on one of these dumb platforms. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and they'll blow anyone out of the water that's been, you see people that are 6 months in, they have 400,000 followers. Nothing against them. Like, it's great. If they can sell this and their people come out, great, good for them. Make the money. Go, you know what I mean? People could make other arguments that it's bad for comedy in other ways, but that's a whole nother,
Well, I mean, I do believe the perspective has changed. Like, I mean, people especially when booking clubs, I noticed because I was actually like trying to book for somebody so I could open for them on like a larger scale, like 300 plus. And I realized that a lot of clubs are booking comedians based off of their Instagram following, not their funny.
Yep.
And a lot of people pay for Instagram followers. And I notice a lot of chain bookers don't look at the ratio of like likes, their engagement. So I've noticed a lot of comedians are getting passed through these clubs that like, it's just all based on bullshit.
Yeah, it's fake.
Which is like really, 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 to me, that's really fucking bad.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I'm going to be honest. Like, I've gotten spots at places where I'm like, I should not be here right now. There's other people that are funnier.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that I don't deserve the opportunity. I'm like, anything that comes my way, I'm going to take it.
Yeah, sure.
But at the same time, speaking from a position that's just like from people that are funny and really have been working hard and like, may not be a female or maybe some like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it does kind of, social media kind of sucks for comedy.
Yeah, it's good and bad.
It's good and bad. That's why I say kind of.
I mean, I'll give you something that will, if people who know, it depends on how much, I'll just throw out, I'll throw out one name. There's a million names you could throw out, but I'll throw out this one name. This is one of the funniest people doing it, period. And anybody that's been doing comedy who's been around, when I say this name, they're like, of course. And he has 5,000 Instagram followers. Mm-hmm. And he's done Conan's, Fallon's, Half Hour Comedy Central, all the things. Mm-hmm. I believe Just for Laughs, probably a few, like all the things you want to do. His name, if people don't know, is Nick Vatterott. You ever heard this name? Mm-mm. You never heard the name. If you watch him in like after you know whatever, you'll be like, oh, I don't even know what I'm watching. This is so incredible.
Really?
And he has 5,000. He has 5,000 Instagram followers. But people who've been around, he's been doing comedy at least 20. Because so I'm 20. Nick's probably 22ish, 23 in my. And anybody that's been around, you talk to like big comics who've been around for like 15, 20 years, famous people, all these. And you mentioned,
what's his name again?
Nick Vatterott. This is just proving the whole thing we're talking about.
Yeah.
You say that name up to people who've been doing it 15, 20 years, who have like big credits and TV and 1 million followers, 3 million followers. You throw that name out, they're gonna go, yeah, Nick's the funniest dude. Like he's like in that level of. That's all I can say. But that's kind of what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Like if people watch him, they'd be like, I don't. And give it a minute or two. Sometimes he has interesting long bits, but anyway, that's kind of what you're saying. But I'll put him like if I did a show in Orlando tonight, somebody got 20,000 followers, 300,000 followers, you know, whatever. Like you're saying, I'll put Nick up against any of them. I won't even have to see who's on the lineup. I just go Nick every time. You have 30 people in the lineup. I go Nick's funnier than all of them.
Yeah,
like that's what's crazy about this business, you know.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that it was also still like that before social media? Because also you have to think about like interpersonal relationships too play a huge role.
Sure.
Shit like that.
Sure.
Like people always put their like I'm reading one of George Carlin's books, and he was talking about how like there was this club in I think it was Arizona where like the owner loved Lenny Bruce so much that like he booked George Carlin and his buddy just because he knew them.
Sure.
And he never saw him before, never like so I feel like it's always kind of been a thing maybe, and it's just been like elevated by social media. But yeah, I have noticed the networking thing plays a huge role in like
but think about if I owned a club, I would probably book social because you have to keep the lights on. You got to pay staff, air conditioning, food and beverage, like and you're not in it a lot now. There's so much there are people that genuinely love comedy and just want to put on great comedy shows, but a lot of these club owners don't care. They're just like, I want to make money. Mm-hmm. I want to sell drinks. I want to make money. So someone's got 500,000 followers. Why would I not book them? Yeah. And I could sell my weekend and make thousands of dollars. Or you could book me with a terrible following and 9 people show up. And it's a great show. We have a great show, the 9 people.
Yeah.
But they're like, I lost money this week because I didn't, you know what I mean?
It's funny you say that because I have this thing, Alex's Underground Comedy. Mm-hmm. Where I made a nonprofit organization through the state of Florida because I found out you can get arts funding.
It's great.
to get a venue for comedy. So basically, I'm trying to use it to open a comedy venue that's an actual comedy venue that but that's a real. I'm not saying there's no real clubs out there, right? I'm just saying I want to be one of those that because I'm not me and my husband, we're chilling. I'm not moving anywhere. I'm happy where I'm at, which is also why I'm doing the podcast, because I do need some sort of social media presence in my eyes, just because I want to make a living off of it before I have a kid. Anyways, long story short.
Personal,
but, yeah, I want to open a club that really books talent and just funny and knows the social media loopholes that people try to go through to get booked. Because I do this, or I was producing, I handed it off to somebody else, but small coffee shop club.
Sure, yeah.
A few nights a week. And I've even had people reach out to me from all over the state.
Sure.
And some of them I'm just you take one look and you know that it's just they're just hitting up anybody and everybody to make money to travel. Mm-hmm. And they're just not even comics. And I'm like, this is crazy.
Yeah. But that is what's good about it now. Look at this. So you're here. This is a great setup, right? I've seen some of the videos. They look great. You got a full setup. People come through. They go, you got to do Alex's podcast. You got to do the podcast. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you can do the coffee shop, and you can. That is what's awesome.
Yeah.
Because it has allowed a lot of funny people who maybe even 20 years ago, it's hard to get to New York or LA. Mm-hmm. If you're from here or you're from wherever, it's hard to uproot your life and go to New York or go to LA, and maybe you got a couple kids or a job, whatever, health reasons and things in a family.
Yeah.
It's hard, but now you can do this anywhere, and that's awesome. You build this thing. Dude, you build this thing within 6 months, this could blow up. You have a clip go viral, you get some big guests. All of a sudden, you're selling out improvs and funny bones and comedies or whatever, all the clubs, and that's awesome.
Yeah.
And then you can stay here. You know what I mean? Just stay here, drive whatever you want, get an airplane, fly. It's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you couldn't do that 20 years ago.
No.
Because there was none of this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You had to put face in front of people who knew people. And
you kind of had to go to New York or LA.
To travel,
Sort of. I mean, you could also, but that was the thing, you know?
Yeah.
And it's pretty cool that you can just do this now and do it.
Yeah. That's why there is pros and cons to it. But yeah, so anyways, let's maybe get out of comedy for a little bit before it's too late. But yeah, so you grew up surfing?
Yeah, well, I grew up on the coast of Georgia.
Okay.
Between Savannah and Jacksonville.
Yeah.
It's one of the most southern towns in Georgia, southeast Georgia. There's a couple below it, but it's basically on the border of Georgia, Florida. And so we mainly surf North Florida, Fernandina Beach, Mayport Pools, Jacksonville Beach, St. Augustine, and then kind of just on the way down, kind of to about here, because there aren't really waves in South Florida. Mm-hmm. Something about the way it gets shallower, I think, and something about the curve of it. So the waves, there aren't really a lot of waves in Miami or sort of Fort Lauderdale. But this is, Cocoa Beach is the surfing, one of the meccas of surfing.
Yeah. It's funny because I didn't know that growing up.
Yeah.
Because I've been here my entire life. I lived in Cocoa Beach. I just thought it was like that everywhere. I'm you can just surf anywhere in the world.
No, you can't.
Not. Yeah.
Yeah, the Gulf, you can't really surf hardly at all unless there's a storm, or there might be some, but for the most part, you can't really surf.
Yeah.
You can longboard or paddleboard, but this, Cocoa Beach area is on the east, even worldwide, because there's famous surfers from here.
Yeah, so Kelly Slater's the only one I know.
Kelly Slater, the Hobgood brothers were on the world tour. People on the world surf tour can't come out of here. And if so it's a thing.
Yeah. No. Do you still do it? Or you kind of...
Yeah, but I don't need it. In high school, it was the thing, surfing, skating. Those were the things I loved.
Yeah.
Now it's comedy is just so... It's if I get to surf, great. If I was here, if I was staying here and hey, we have extra boards in the garage. Do you want to go tomorrow? Mm-hmm. I'd be we'll go for an hour or two. But other than that, I'm I don't need...
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not going to travel super far for it.
Yeah, because it's funny how, because I don't know how much older you are than me.
I'm 42.
Just assuming. Okay, so I'm 30. So I feel East Coast or, just Florida, it seems all the generations grow up the same, surfing, skating.
Yeah.
Because it was the same with me. It was surfing, skating, or BMX when you were a kid. That was it. That's all we did. And kids are still doing that stuff nowadays. So,
yeah, there's a very Florida, just because it's hot, because you go outside and do all these things.
I hate it now.
Well, now it's like 10 times hotter.
Well, maybe, or I just hate the sand. I'm just like, or when I was younger, I had zero fear. We were talking about this too.
Yeah.
Like I had zero fear, but now, like if I was to go into the ocean, I'd be scared shitless.
Oh, yeah.
I just don't like the unknown.
Yeah, I'm more scared driving to the ocean.
Really?
Dude, driving's terrifying. Well, you're like a driver. But the highways, people are insane.
Oh, yeah.
I'm more scared driving to the beach than I'm getting in the ocean.
Yeah, I mean, like, I drive like a grandma, though.
So do I. Right, but it doesn't matter. You drive like grandma. Someone's this far on your bumper going 80 miles an hour behind you.
I've been hit on the highway.
That's what I'm saying.
I've been skimmed on the highway
It's
before.
terrifying.
Yeah,
Driving is... I'm surprised I make it anywhere without getting killed.
But at least I can, like, watch. I can see.
I guess, but I'd rather be in the ocean.
I can see that I'm about to die.
Nothing's going to happen to me in the ocean that I don't think...
No, it's true. Nothing will happen. It's just the fact that it's murky down there.
Yeah.
I'm like,
so what if you serve in clear water?
And
Can you see.
Can you do that?
Yeah, there's places
I wouldn't ever do it.
Yeah.
I would never travel that far to be like, yeah, I'm just going to... Let me go here just because it's clear. It sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
No. So you grew up in Georgia?
Yeah.
Really?
South Georgia.
You went to school there too?
So I was born in Kentucky. I don't know how boring this is.
Oh, Kentucky.
I was born, but we moved before I was 11 months old. So nothing. A baby that didn't remember anything.
Your parents were like redneck or?
No, I don't know. It's hard to say.
Average?
Yeah, we'll go normal.
Yeah.
So then Kentucky till I was 11 months, then South Georgia till I was 18. Then I did 1 year at the University of Georgia in Athens, Georgia, which is a cool town. But it wasn't for me. It wasn't, people love that place, but it wasn't for me. And then I did my last 3 years at Georgetown in D.C., which I love. I love cities, so D.C. was awesome. And that's where I found comedy and the arts. And then when I graduated, everybody's like, if you want to do comedy, you go to New York. And so I just moved to New York with no job. Just figured it out.
Just gone. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I've been there 19 years. So, and that takes me to 42. And here we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Just like
there
that.
There it is. Boom. 42 years. Like that. Yeah.
And no kids?
No.
You don't want kids or no? You're just kind of living life day to day?
I've had so many bad jobs. In New York, I've had jobs. Well, I shouldn't say I just love comedy. It's all I ever wanted. Once I found it in college, it's all I've ever wanted to do, and it's never deviated.
Yeah.
In fact, it's only gotten stronger because the older I get, I'm like, how much time I got left? It's only gotten like more, and I love it more than I ever have too.
Yeah.
Because I'm actually halfway decent at it now, so I actually have a good time.
Yeah.
So wait, what was the question? I forget what the question was.
Do you want kids?
Oh, right now my only drive is to not go back to a job that I don't want to do.
Yeah.
I've done dog walking to JP Morgan in New York and like 30 jobs in between. I just don't want to do it. Like, because if you're in New York long enough, you'd be out late and then comedy's grueling. Like when you'd be out and you're with famous people till 2 a.m. You're hanging, whatever. You'd be like hanging out at a club, just whatever. You're just, you're in the comedy. You're just, who's around? Like, oh, wow, you're just hanging out with famous people. Then you're in an office with a tie at 8 a.m., like hungover and exhausted. You're on 4 hours of sleep, and they're like, Lance, I'm like, I was with famous people 4 hours ago. I don't belong here. Like, and the older you get and the better you get at comedy, and when all of your friends are famous, like at my age, like everyone's famous. They either quit or there's not a lot of me's left.
Yeah.
They quit or they're famous.
Yeah.
Or they fell off. And I shouldn't say they quit. Maybe they moved to somewhere and did something else. But like they're all famous, and it's like I don't need to be famous, but like. I should be able to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, see, I'm starting to get passionate, but I'm getting angry.
No.
I hate jobs. I can't stand, my only driver. So you say kids, it's like, it's not even on my brain. Like, but if I have to go to an office tomorrow in Orlando and put on a tie, something bad will happen at that workplace.
Yeah.
Like, I'll kill myself or something. Like, I don't know. Like, it won't be good if I'm there. You hear my anger. I'm furious.
No, I share that anger because I still have to deal with, well, I don't have to, I should say. The circumstances that I've put my life in when I found comedy was just not good because, like, I'm stuck at my job.
Okay.
Like, completely fucking
you guys
stuck.
should sell this whole thing.
I know. Sometimes I look and I'm just like...
get divorced,
honey,
sell this place. You gotta just sell those glasses, just walk around not being able to see what's going on, and just go all in.
No, see, but I am. I'm really stuck because I dropped out of college. and I got lucky in the job that I have now, and no other job will take me because I don't have a degree.
Yeah.
I've tried, and then they're just like, fuck you. And or if I do find a job that's better, it's like pay is not what I need.
I get it. Yeah.
So I'm like, I wake up, I go into work every day after doing stand up, and I'm like, what the fuck?
It makes you want to like, and the longer you go,
I'm like, one day you guys are gonna walk in here, and I'm gonna be hanging from the ceiling.
Yeah, no, that's where I'm at. I'll do it day one. I'll do it orientation. I'm like, I can't handle this, dude. When I was at JP Morgan, the group I was in, there were 33 of us. I don't know, like 25. However many there were. I was the first to quit after 6 months. I just randomly got this weird job at JP Morgan, but I out of my whole group, I was like one of the youngest too. I was like, I'm not doing this. I just quit. I was like, I'm done in like 2 weeks. Like, I'll come in if you want me, but like, I'm done. I can't do it. You know, I either quit and I become a nasty employee. I'm a pretty nice guy, I think. I mean, that's what all the creeps say.
Oh yeah.
But like, I try, but like, I become a nasty employee if you put me in something I don't want to be in. I'm like, I was with famous people 6 hours ago. Why am I getting yelled at about some spreadsheet? I don't care. I'll start making mistakes on purpose on the spreadsheet. Like the work will be bad if I'm at that kind of job.
Yeah, I've gotten to the point to where like, because I conserve my social energy. I don't talk to people I have no need to talk to. I don't like small talk. No, Deborah, I don't want to hear about your kids.
Yeah.
Like, so I literally go into work and just like, I put my headphones in and I click, clack, clack. And I got in trouble for not being social enough.
Isn't that crazy?
Which I'm like, am I not an adult? Do I never get to be an
isn't
adult?
That crazy?
Like, what the fuck is going on?
Not if you're in corporate America, you're not.
Insane.
Yeah.
When I realized that this is normal everywhere, and I'm like, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah.
This is crazy. People are crazy.
And to fight against it's almost impossible because the system is built. They want you to have 2-3 kids here now. And they want you to bury and then buy a new car every few years, and the job, they give you the low raise, just keep you in there.
My job, total conspiracy you just gave me, just by saying that, they've been sending me emails from like my health plan, planning on having a baby.
Yeah, they give you some kind of discount.
It just started this year after I turned 30.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, corporate America is built to bury. I shouldn't say that because there's a lot of people that like their job, but for me, corporate America, it's very you got to be social in a specific way. So then you come out and you go, hey, fuck this place. You're like, hey, that's too social. That's too social. Yeah. You need to come in and say, hi, good morning. Would you like a muffin? Would you like a bagel?
Like fucking
This is a good
Dexter.
bagel. We went to my kid's baseball game on Tuesday, and that's fine. Some people like that. But if you don't do exactly that, if you're quiet with your headphones, you're bad. If you show your tattoos, go, hey, fuck off, you're now also bad. You have to say, it is a great Tuesday to be working here at blah, 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 and I love
scary.
it. I am so proud. It's that monotone. Like
It's like fucking Severance. Have you seen that shit?
No, I don't watch TV.
You don't watch TV?
No.
I shouldn't,
But let's go ahead.
Fuck. No, I was just saying it's just like it's this robotic just like tone that everyone uses. I feel like I'm trapped in a simulation.
Yeah.
I really do.
And they don't give a fuck about you. They tell you they're part of the family. They don't. You could die at that desk. I mean, you hear these stories. They die the next day. They got someone in your desk doing the same fucking thing. You know what I mean?
It's
they don't care. I have corporate. The older I hate America in a lot of ways. I think America's great in a lot of ways, but I think it sucks in a million. And corporate America is part of this whole stuff.
Well, yeah, our whole school system is built to feed people into corporate America. Yeah, I think it's horrible.
Yeah, it's horrific.
I don't want to have a kid right now because I don't want to have to send my kid to school.
No.
I'm like, I want my kid to be home with me like it's supposed to be.
Yeah, the good old times, back in like tents and teepees.
Yeah.
No, school sucks. Yeah. But it's built around corporate America. The same hours. They put kids early, drop them off, go to work, and then pick them up, and then go do the sports, and then it's all built to make $1. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I could go deeper on this route, but it starts getting...
No, I'm totally into that, into like the bullshit of America, because I'm a conspiracy theorist, as the CIA would say.
You just, because you're going against the system.
I don't believe bullshit, which is... it's sad. It really, and I've been trying to not even be on my social media shit because that shit, whatever AI algorithm they're using to program us is working very well.
Of course, yes.
Because people are just watching that shit all day and they're just flipping like switches. Yeah. Their opinions are going. Nobody knows who they are or what they want anymore. And I don't even sometimes I'm like, shit, have I been on my phone long enough to where I'm like, I don't even know who the fuck I am anymore?
Interesting. That's really interesting.
Because they're straight, that's MK Ultra in your phone.
That's interesting.
They're just straight up programming you like they did with television. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, I'm even dressing like this so people don't know what I'm about.
Yeah.
Like, it's I'm trying to dress like gender neutral so people don't know. Like, I'm trying to get out of the whole system.
People probably think you're a time traveler.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get out of it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to not be part of the system. And by dressing like this, people like, because, depending where you are, I'll get if I'm like in Alabama, I shouldn't say that, but if I am like in the deep South and I get out of my car like this, people immediately just think I'm like the gayest dude ever. Like I have New York plates.
Yeah.
I drive a Prius. I talk now kind of fast. I dress like people like this is the gayest dude. Then I talk to my gay friends like, dude, you're straight as hell, dude. Nothing about you is gay. I'm trying to get out of the system. I don't want anybody to know anything about what I got going on ever.
Yeah. They have like this location where people can see your location on Instagram.
Sure.
Majority of people I follow, I don't know if they realize that they don't have it turned off.
Yeah.
So you can see exactly where people are at.
Yeah.
I'm just
I probably don't have it turned off. It's probably on right now.
Some people probably want it on.
Yeah. No, it's not on. If it was on, If it was on, my fan base would be here. So it's off. Yeah. This place would be throngs of people if it was on. It's definitely off. Yeah.
We'd have paparazzi outside.
Yeah,
it'd be
dude.
crazy.
It'd be nuts. We need security here. It's definitely off. Yeah.
Yeah. No, but that's interesting. I mean, I feel the same like dedication in a way, but I feel like you would do anything though. That's
what do you mean?
Like you would do anything for stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
I hold some bars and restrictions because I have happiness in my personal life, I should say, outside of comedy.
What do you mean you hold restrictions?
Like I wouldn't just be like, fuck this husband, let's go, we're moving.
Yeah.
Like let's sell this house, let's sell all our cars, where I'm not gonna put that on because he's got shit that he wants to.
He's got his own life.
He's a car guy, he does YouTube, works on cars, like that's his thing. He wants to do that, which is great. He's really good at it. And I do this and I'm happy. But like I'm happy with that.
Well, that's all that matters then.
Is like I'm just like sometimes I'm just like, how much dedication is dedication? Because I'm like, I want to be really good. So it's like, how far can you go to where like you're almost restricted to getting as good as you could have gotten if you did it a different way? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I mean, you're pretty dedicated. Look at this. This is pretty awesome. You have a great setup. You have the most handsome guest here.
Oh, thanks.
So I mean, you're not gonna do better than that.
I didn't know I could be a host and a guest at the
same time. Boom!
Yeah.
So, but again, what's the? I've dedicated my life to this, other than a few years with the pandemic. That's a whole nother story. But other than that, I've dedicated like my entire existence to making this a thing. And I have a terrible career. Meanwhile, there's people that are 3 years in with 1 million followers, They're doing tonight a theater somewhere, making tens of thousands of dollars, blowing me out of the water. So it depends. It does just because you work hard and you get good at it. I like to think I'm pretty good at it. I'm pretty decent at it. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to translate into a big career. So it's like if you're happy, do your podcast. When I have friends come to Florida all the time from New York, and some of them are quite big comics, and I'm like, oh, you got to go to Cocoa Beach and do this podcast, and you've already got some big people on. Like you'll grow this. And you'll do your cars, and you'll do comedy when you want. You'll grow this audience, and you'll start touring out of here, and that's fun. If you're happy with it, there's no, you don't have to like move to New York and kill your whole life and live with 6 roommates in Bushwick.
I guess I should say like the bar of funny. Like you have to think about it this way. Like, is there? I guess this might not be a question that can be answered, but is there a path that's the best way to become the funniest?
I think it's different for everybody. It's art. Yeah. And some might say this is the way because you have a more rich life than me. Mm-hmm. You're married. You have a house. I don't have either of those things. Yeah. You have the car things going on. You have art on your arms. You have more. maybe you have a more. And if you have a kid or two, you have a more rich life than I do. Maybe you're gonna be even funnier because you connect with more of America. I'm like some weird 42-year-old. I sleep on a twin bed. I was Googling how to sleep out of my car recently.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, how could I, like, because that's how, I'm like, if it comes to that, like, how could I sleep in a rest area or like in someone's driveway? Like, how is that? I was Googling that about 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Like, I'm 42 years old. That's insane.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but maybe I start deviating. Look at me. I look insane.
But you
maybe I start deviating so
you made
far.
decisions on purpose, though.
Yeah, but are they smart? Are they good? Like,
well, who's to say what's
I don't
smart
know.
and
That's
what's
what I'm
not?
saying. So that's what I'm saying. Your more well-rounded life could be funnier and actually make you funnier and
You
richer.
never know, depending on
Nobody knows.
It's always depending on so many circumstances.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like, it probably can't even be answered because
no, it's individual.
You can't ever think about like, well, what if I did this? Like, what if I did this? You have to have no regrets.
And everybody's cards are different. Like, you came from a different place than I did. Just as like somebody who maybe grew up in like the projects of Philadelphia. Like, that's not the experience I had. I come from just like a small house in the suburbs, like you know what I mean, like a 3-bed, 2-bath, like a normal, to me, what would be a normal home.
Yeah.
But it's not big. It's like it's it's just a normal house. Some people came from a house at 10 bedrooms and 8 bathrooms. Some people live in the projects where it's like, man, it's just everyone's cards are different. So you can't, I don't think you can compare them personally.
Yeah. I mean, do you ever feel like, especially as far in as you are, like, do you ever get like the feeling this is like, you've always been meant to do stand-up comedy, regardless of your circumstance or...
Yeah, I mean, you like to think that. You kind of have to have that to keep going at this point.
How did you find stand-up comedy then?
So my town in Georgia is not that big. It's called Brunswick.
Yeah.
So and growing up, so I'm at 42 now, like the arts my town didn't really have a lot of arts. I'm not saying it didn't have arts, but it didn't really have a lot of arts.
Yeah.
It's not like Orlando or Atlanta or Chicago, one of these towns that has like theater and arts and museums. Like, my town didn't really have that. Like, so I didn't really do a lot of arts growing up, and it wasn't cool in my town. So then when I went to D.C., I just immersed myself in the arts. Drawing, painting, sketch, improv. Like, I just immersed myself in the arts, and then I found stand-up through that. And then once I did that, I even quit I was in the improv troupe 1 year. I quit. Junior year, I was in improv group. I quit senior year so that I could focus on stand-up. Like, once I found stand-up, I was like, I planned to graduate with no job. Like, all my friends around me at the time, because it was DC, they were all, it's very politically driven. Everyone there is like going to be a lobbyist or a senator or a lawyer or a banker or, it's DC, it's business, it's government. I didn't even try to do any of that. Once I found comedy, I was like, I'm going to move to New York and do comedy. And that's what it's been the whole time.
Yeah. So did you ever have any, like, when's the first time you saw stand-up? Did you have any connection to that, like, when you were younger?
No, not really. Not till I went to college, because my town, I never really... Yeah, not till I saw it in college. But then, here's what... I've told this story before, but I used to work at the DC Improv in DC. So it was a 2-hour shift, and I would finish class, and there's no metro from my college to the Improv, so I'd have to take a cab, and I'd have to, like, rush there, because I didn't have enough time. Finish class, go right to work. It was a 2-hour shift. I think it was $8 an hour. I just sat people when they come in, like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, like the off days, right? And, you're at table 9, you're at table 26. That's all I did. And then the 2-hour shift, you're done. You do, clean tables. You just do, like, general whatever. And then I would watch the show every night after, because I just wanted to be in it. And then I would have to take a cab home to do my homework. Most times I worked, I'd lose, like, $9 to do. But I was doing it just to, like... you're in college, you're like, I consider it like a study of, like, the cab to there, and then being in a comedy club. And I remember it was like, I think it was a Tuesday or a Thursday, and Ron White had just come off that Blue Collar tour, Blue Collar Con, where they were all like, he was a massive star at the time. He's still big now.
That was the first time I heard stand up, yeah.
Dude, massive star. So it's like a Thursday night, and he sold out the place. The DC Improv's a great club too, always has been, great club. And I remember he's on stage, packed, and it's exciting, man. When you're in a big comedy club and it's packed, it is exciting. People are dressed up, they're excited, they're getting food, they're getting drinks. The energy, there's like a buzz. It's hard to explain, right? It's like there's a buzz in the room. And I watched him do an hour, whatever, 45 minutes, an hour, and I didn't laugh once. I just watched him with my mouth completely open like this for the whole hour because I didn't understand I didn't know that. I was like, this one person is just, people are losing their minds losing it. I was like, I don't know. It was like magic to me. I didn't understand what I was watching. And then you go home and you're like, what was that? And you're like, well, why wouldn't you want to do that? That looks awesome. Then when you start to learn how much money people can actually make, you just do the math. Like, okay, if the tickets are $50 and there's 300 people here. I'm not great at math now. What is that? Is that 15,000?
I suck at math.
Is that 15,000?
Remedial math.
Just edit this part, the math.
Yeah.
Just Is it 15,000? Wait, 300 times 50? That sounds right.
Yeah.
15,000.
Add the 0 times the 5 and the 3.
Yeah, that sounds about right. So then you start to do that, and then I worked at Caroline's in New York for 4 years as like an employee. So you start to do the math. You go, hold on, there's 6 shows, and this person just sold out 6 shows at whatever ticket price. Some are meet and greet or VIP at 75 or whatever, whatever it is. And you start doing the math, and you're like, holy shit, somebody just walked away. And there's agents, there's managers, and whatever. You're like, they just walked away with this weekend with 10 grand or 25 grand or 35 grand. And you're not even talking about the TV shows they're on, the books they've written, the merch they're selling, whatever. Now Patreon. I mean, and you start to go like, well, why wouldn't I want to do this? And then I'm at a job where I'm like, I'm anti-society, basically, as evidenced by my entire outfit. Yeah, I'm anti being part of anything. Yeah,
I feel that.
I don't want to be in any of it. I want to be putting me in my own lane. Let me do my thing.
Yeah.
And anyway, so that's a long-winded answer to the DC Improv. I'd never seen that before. It was amazing.
Yeah.
It was like magic.
I never thought stand-up, you could do stand-up.
Yeah.
I didn't even think it was a thing. I didn't know what it was. I had seen a lot of comedy movies growing up, obviously, and because that was my time growing up, was a lot of comedy movies. But yeah, the first time I saw stand-up was Ron White doing one of his specials on, I think it was his tater salad.
Probably where he's always holding the drink.
Whiskey,
and
cigar.
I think I remember that special. Yeah,
I was like 12 years old watching this at my grandpa's house. I should have been watching it. And then the first time I heard stand up, my dad would listen to the Blue Collar Comedy Tour on Sirius XM.
And those guys were good.
Yeah. And I never thought you could do it. I was like, oh, these people are I thought they were selected to do this.
Interesting, yeah.
And I was just like, as soon as I realized you could try stand-up comedy, which was literally 2 years ago. Like,
isn't that crazy?
Even as an adult, I didn't even have a thought, or I was actually, this is funny, I haven't talked about this. I'm not trying to hijack, but.
No, I want to hear it.
I picked up, I was trying to find a fucking hobby.
Yeah.
Because I was nagging my husband all the time to hang out with me because he's had a hobby since he was 15 years old.
Yeah.
You see all the cars.
It's amazing,
He works on all of them. He's built all of them. Crazy. But I was looking for a hobby and I was reading this thing and it was like knitting. I tried knitting. I wanted to throw the thing through the fucking wall. I was like, I can't do this. And like the last thing was like comedy. Never really stuck. Yeah. I was like, oh, you can like just go do comedy. I was like, whatever. Didn't think about it. Went and saw Theo Vaughn a few months later with my friend down in Miami.
Who opened
at
for
the Hard Rock?
Do you remember? I mean, that was so long ago.
I don't remember. Yeah, this was 3 years ago, and or 2.5 years ago. And I told her in the car, I was like, it was on the way back. Yeah. Because I was just watching him, and I'm just like, could I do this? Yeah. I'm like, I was like, could I do this? I'm like, could I? I'm like, has anyone ever told me I'm funny? I'm like, am I funny? I was a fat kid, so like maybe I could be funny. We'll see. And I asked my friend, and I was thinking about trying stand-up comedy, and she was like, do it. Yeah. And I was like, all right, I got the go ahead. Took me 4 months to just like get on stage. I was like, because I had this thing where, like in school where they do like the icebreaker thing, which they still do in corporations, by the way.
Yeah, they do.
Just like, why are we asking each other what our favorite colors horrific. Are? I want to jab my fucking eyes out. And then everyone at my work just found out I do comedy.
Oh.
They keep telling everybody, especially my new manager.
Sure.
And now my new manager's like, won't shut up about Seinfeld. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to die.
Seinfeld.
But anyways, no, yeah, I was like, had this thing where when they would do the icebreaker in school, I would start getting heart palpitations. Because I knew it was going to get to me. And I was like, I was thinking about what I was going to say.
Yeah.
And I was like, what's my name? And like, you know, and I realized when I decided to like finally try to get on stage, I had a speech at my work in front of like 80 people.
Yeah.
And they were like, speech. I was like, I don't want to say it. Because I wasn't the type of person to just like start talking on them. I've never been that way.
Sure.
Super like recluse, like I don't like to talk in front of people. And then the first thing I say when I got on the mic was a joke.
Sure.
I don't even remember what it was. This was 3 years ago before I even started stand-up. But I was trying to make, like, my first intention was to make. So when I realized that looking back at like the work thing, I was like, maybe it's in my instinct to maybe just try it. And like I got on stage, I did 10 minutes my first time.
That's a ton of time.
Stupid.
Yeah, it's an insane amount of time first time.
It's Melbourne. There wasn't a lot of comics. You know, they were like, just get up there. They just let me.
It's crazy.
I did my written 5 minutes, which
word
was
for
horrible.
word. Yeah, trying to go. Yeah.
And then I started just like talking about the strip club next door. Started getting some laughs. I was like, okay. I got home. And because I told my husband, I was like preparing to do this. I'm like, are you okay with me doing this? Like, you know, because it's a bunch of dudes. Like, it's not,
I've been around it.
You know, imagine your wife of 10 years being like, I'm going to do stand-up.
Oh, yeah. And they're not really the healthiest dudes a lot of times. You're like, there's some mental problems going on.
Yeah. I mean, I'm part of the problem. But either way, as like a man, you know, your wife, like 10 years in, like, I'm going to go do stand-up.
No. If I had a daughter or a wife or I'd be like, or a sister or a friend, if I knew a woman, I'm like, dude, no, don't get around those guys.
I know. Yeah, exactly.
Look at me. You'd be around. I'm one of a lot of guys at a thing. You go to a thing, there's 30 guys like me. Another guy's got a rat on his head for some reason. Another guy's got no shirt. Like, where's your shirt, dude? It's like the craziest group of people.
It is. It's not even
it's
a
not
lie
good.
either. It's horrible. I had somebody ask me on a podcast, they were like, if you were single, would you date a comic? I'm like, no, like, you're out of your mind. I'm like, I'm with the, like, you got to be with someone stable if you're a comedian. Like, if you're not, you guys are not going to work out.
Yeah, we're not a well group.
No, it's bad. But I came home and I was just like, I had that whatever fucking feeling you get. Great? I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Like, I had, no matter how many cocaine I've
That's
tried, I smoke weed, nothing felt like that ever. I still haven't gotten that first time, which is fucked. I literally describe it just like heroin. Cause
you haven't gotten the high from the first time to that level. Like, you've gotten up to here, but not to where.
Close. One time at this one show where I was telling you where I was getting like rolling laughter throughout the set, but that was the closest I've gotten. But I was like, I am going to do this for the rest of my life. Are you okay with it? That's literally what I told my husband. And he was like, what's wrong with you? There's something wrong with it. No, he was like, yeah, like, I don't care, whatever. Anything to get you to stop bothering me to hang out with you.
Yeah, he's pumped. He's out there, he's just buying more cars and fixing cars. He's like, yeah.
No, yeah. But it honestly has been one of the best things for
I bet your relationship's improved in some ways.
Oh my God, yeah. 1,000%. Because I'm like, oh, I have something to do.
Yeah.
I have something to focus on during the day. I mean, I can still be a naggy bitch sometimes. Don't get me wrong. I'm a woman. But,
I'm going to have no comment on that one.
It's all women. It's like biologically instilled within us to bitch. But
I'm glad you found something, though. Whether it's this or whatever. You know, I'm glad you found. I think everybody needs their thing. You know what I mean? Everybody needs their, you know, whatever it is. Maybe if it was knitting, you need to be part of a team of knitters and go do and hang out and do, you know.
Yeah. I mean, a team of knitters.
It's a tough one to talk about. Yeah, it's a tough. You're
Say
close.
That 5 times fast.
You're close to somebody. Yeah, but a team of people who weave and crochet.
No, it's true, because it's just like fucked if you don't have anything going for you, or you end up being one of those corporate people. that is just like okay with that, which I don't think those people are real.
I think they're built different, maybe.
Maybe, but what?
Because some people they like the stability of getting up, getting their coffee, heading into work, seeing people. Maybe they have 2 or 3 kids. They like the house. They like to come home, watch America's Got Talent, and then watch the game on Saturday, and then go to...
I guess it's...
Everybody's different, I think, and I think we need it. Maybe perhaps we need them all to make society... I mean, society to me is garbage in so many ways. It's great in ways too, but so I don't want to sound... But maybe we need them all to make it what it is, and we need those people to watch this. You know what I mean?
I don't think they're watching this.
They might. I'm going to promote it.
I think maybe degenerates probably watch this.
They'll watch.
Yeah. I don't know. People that watch football on Saturdays, sure.
People are going to watch. Yeah. People watching football. It's a bunch of grown men watching other grown men like... Teenage boys run around, throw a ball. They watch that, and there's billions of dollars being made. People watch this.
I'm so glad my husband doesn't watch football. I'm like, this is the gayest shit ever. You watch football?
No, I mean if it's on, I'll watch. Like if I'm at a bar and but I don't follow any sports.
Yeah,
I can barely hold my own life together. I'm so focused on even today I'm gonna do a show after this, and then I'm gonna go drive back to where I'm staying, and then it's like tomorrow. I have an audition tomorrow, which I haven't had in a while, so that's good. Tomorrow I'm going to get up and work on this audition and then turn it in to my agent, and then I will drive to my show tomorrow and do a show tomorrow. Like it's like, and then the next day I got the same thing. I have a show, and I have to do some emails for future shows, and you got to edit clips for this stuff, and it's like I don't have time to just sit and watch a 4-hour football. I shouldn't say that. I do other stuff, but no, I don't watch. I'm just rambling at you, but no.
No, I mean, I get that, because, if you're not always doing shit, you're not getting anything done.
It's a lot of work to do all this. Who edits this? This takes time.
Yeah, I mean, I've got AI now to help me.
It's still time, but you still got to get it off each camera.
Yeah.
You got to upload it all to a thing. It takes forever.
Yeah.
And then if you promote it, that's a whole nother. You put it on Instagram and Twitter and YouTube. Oh, yeah. And it's effort.
Hours of work.
Yeah, it's a ton of work.
But, I mean, it's all for something.
If you like doing it,
Something. No, yeah. I tell people the reason why I initially did a podcast, which, I mean, it's like everyone's doing podcasts, right? Because it's the thing to
Everybody's
do.
doing everything, though. What do you want to, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I do it because, honestly, comedians don't even, at least around here, we don't even really know each other.
A lot, yeah.
We're just really kind of shooting the shit out, talking shit to each other. I don't know, which is nice. It's nice to sit down and be I've talked to this guy for I kind of know a little bit about you, and I know this person.
You kind of know what they're about generally.
An over not know you obviously. Yeah. I just said this the other day. Nobody really knows who anybody is. If we're being honest.
Yeah, you only the real you when you're alone.
I don't have any close friends at all. Really, it's only just comedian friends, but. It's nice to actually know a little bit of who I'm talking to.
Yeah, I think it's good.
So that way, sometimes if I get somebody in here and I'm seeing this eyes of this person is a psychopath.
That's why I wear sunglasses.
I know. Yeah. I was waiting. I was
I've been looking over there the entire time.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it's fine. Yeah, but it's good to just actually get to know the people I see and work with, and people that are coming through too, because I said we didn't even really talk.
We talked for 2 minutes out front. Oh, yeah, that's how.
I was I'd seen you before,
dude.
So
how about this? I told on my way down here, I go, I'm going to do this comic, Alex Barbosa's. Is it Barbosa? Barbosa? I don't even know how you say name is Barbosa, because that Z confused me. Barbosa, Barbosa.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Barbosa. Yeah.
Barbosa. So I was talking to a comic, a friend of mine who lives near Charlotte. She lives just in South Carolina, right across the. We'll say she's a Charlotte comic. And I go, I'm on my way down to do this comic, Alex Barbosa's podcast. Did I say it wrong again? Doesn't matter. That was right. And she goes, I know that podcast. She's in Charlotte, comic in Charlotte. She goes, I know that podcast. She had that woman on from the teen whatever.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Oh, I'm cool. That's but that's what I'm saying. It's it's crazy how many people, know of it, and it's and that's, you just keep going. And I'll tell people about it when they're coming. I have friends come to Florida all the time doing shows.
Yeah.
And some of them have big followings, and then you just slowly build it, and you know what I mean? then that's the game, really.
Yeah.
As long as you like doing it, you know?
No, that's the thing is, like, I've learned now in life. I've gotten to the point where I've done... Because I've been, like, kind of entrepreneur type since I used to sell dog treats and like, just stupid chargers on Facebook Market, like, dumb shit just to, you know, make money because I hate working corporate gigs. But it's like, I realize that nothing works if you don't enjoy it.
No, you drive.
Like, it doesn't, nothing work. It won't work.
Yeah.
It won't work. So I'm like, you know, if it dies, it was meant to die. But I feel pretty good about it. It's been just over a year I've been doing this. So
it's amazing.
I'm still enjoing it.
Dude, if you pay me $1 million and I was at a job I hated, I couldn't last.
I agree.
If someone's like, hey, Lance, this is how bad I become. Let's say I'm getting $1 million for the year, but I have to go every day. The way I'm built is like someone's like, can you get that? They're like, Lance, can you come by? I go, yeah, I'm coming. I become real nasty. Like I get fired for too quickly, or I just quit. Like, yeah, I'll be there. Yeah, I just become like, and people are like, Lance isn't cool anymore. I'm like, yeah, he was never meant to be here. Like, I can't. I become something else. I can't do it. You can't wear this hat at the office. You can't wear this at the office. You kidding me? This is the real me.
Yeah. No, God. You know what? I should start doing that to fuck with people at work. Just start wearing weird fucking shit.
Yeah.
And then I already told them I have health issues, so I need to work from home.
Oh, you gotta say that. You gotta say I got some kind of... I've had health issues. Well, first of all, I do, but I've had health issues. At every job, I got some issue. Yeah. I gotta go see a doctor at least twice a week.
It's funny because, like, I'm like, I do, but I don't, like, do anything about it. I just, you know, smoke weed and do comedy to make it work. Yeah. But I'm just like, I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna take advantage. I'm like, the corporate system has been taking advantage of me since I was 16 years old.
They're not paying you enough. They're fucking you hard. They're not paying you. They never are paying you near enough. They're fucking you. Dude, I mean, there was a story a couple years ago. This woman, I shouldn't say this because I don't know the full story, but I think she'd given all her employees like a $10,000 at the end of the year. Like, she gave them all $10,000. And it became a massive news story. And then my first thought is like, well, she was probably paying people shitty the entire year. $10,000 is not that much money. Like, we're fucked so hard in the corporate world, or like a lot of these jobs. The minute someone's like, they gave $1,000 bonus to everybody, but yeah, they only paid you $32,000 for the entire year, and you work 60 hours a week. Yeah. They fucked you all year and gave you $1,000 at the end. And that's a story about how good this CEO is. And the CEO's salary is $15 million a year, whatever bonuses stop. You know what I mean? You're like, they're fucking you. I don't know. I hate corporate world. I hate it.
Ever since I was looking at some chart from CEO to employee ratio from like the 90s to now, and it's like 300% of what it used to be. Because it's like it's not controlled.
No.
Like there's zero. Like you can pay. Like I feel like there should be like a market. Like there should be a market, right? Like if you work this job, like this person should be paid this much for this job. And like no matter what the CEO, or like if you're a CEO for a machine shop that's machining, you're only supposed to make this much.
You know, it's crazy.
But that's like, does that become like communism?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. The more you talk, you just went into like, well, people throw these terms out: socialist, fascist, communist. They can mean, they're not really great terms to throw out, in my opinion. But like, you're going into like socialism of like, we should all kind of be paid for what we do, and maybe have some health care and not be fucked up the ass. Like, could that have? You better get the fuck out. You hate America? You hate America? Get the fuck out of here. Yeah. Literally, the route you're going down. They call you that's socialist. If this hits the air, this podcast could get canceled. The way we're going, this gets out, and like these people are the podcast getting a little too popular. They got some TV stars from the team, whatever, and they're starting to say that we should all kind of get paid. All of a sudden, your algorithm starts your numbers aren't getting, and you're like, and that's how crazy it is. All you're saying is like, hey, we should all not be fucked.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's bad.
I can't stand it. I'm furious. Yeah. But what do you do? You can't do anything about it. We live in this system. There's nothing you can
just start your own business, do your own thing.
Yeah, as best you can, and like this, as best you can in the landscape of, you're still part of society. It's like I'm wearing a bunch of clothes I hate. I'm wearing clothes.
Yeah, but you're still contributing.
Yeah. What?
To society.
Yeah, well, the clothes I'm wearing are from China. I'm wearing Levi's jeans. I'm wearing, this shirt is not.
Oh, yeah.
Like, everything I'm wearing is not, except the hat, maybe, because that's like a local-ish. But other than that, I'm wearing clothes. It was all made by like children in Vietnam or something. I don't even know what I'm talking about, but
no, it's true.
It's disgusting. But I can't help it. I need clothes. I can't buy a $400 shirt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like an organic $400 pair of pants. Like I can't. You know.
I spent 8 years of my life fighting the meat system.
Yeah. What were you doing before comedy?
Oh no, I was just a vegetarian for 9 years. So
I'm all for it.
I was fighting the meat system, and I'm like, this isn't doing anything for me. I'm eating a lot of macaroni and cheese and potato chips. And
Yeah.
it's time to eat the meats again, but
that's a clip. It's time to eat the meats again. It's time to eat the meats again.
Yeah. No, but for real.
That's a great internet clip.
It's bad. Society's fucked.
It's horrific, dude. I can't stand it.
Yeah, it makes me really. I try not to get angry about it on a daily basis, but it's really hard because I have to like go in there every day. And I'm like, I pulled into the parking garage today.
Yeah.
I'm just like yelling.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just like, what the fuck am I doing here?
Yeah.
This is fucking retarded.
Yeah.
And like the worst,
I get it.
It's just the worst part is when people pull in your personal life without even you engaging with them. Like you found out shit about me.
Oh, yeah. I don't want to be part. Yeah.
That's so fucking weird to me to like, and then to like bring it up in a public space in front of like a manager. I'm just like, what the fuck are you doing?
I know.
And I'm like, I don't even talk to you.
That's when, if I work there, when you come in tomorrow, the wheels on your chair might be gone. Like you might have a wheel missing. Like you can't find your pens. I become angry.
I wish I had the balls to do that, but I would get caught because they've got fucking cameras everywhere.
But I'd hope to get caught. I'd look right at the camera as I'm taking the wheel off and like.
I wish I had the savings to do so.
Yeah. Well, this is after 20 years of having jobs. I'm 42, so I've only been doing this a full time like the last year-ish, so like since I've been back.
Yeah.
Since I bought my car and I've been traveling but I had a job at an ad agency and I made pretty decent money at one point, like in New York. So that I'm just now, after all these years, I'm just now able to do it. But literally, I worked at a women's fashion magazine. I worked at Caroline's for 4 years. I worked at Condé Nast Traveler for a little bit. I temped. I catered. I did all the things you could do, like temped at a real estate thing. I did all the. What else did I do? J.P. Morgan. What else? I like these events where you can unload a truck. I've had like 30 jobs.
Yeah.
And I hated them all. Like I hated them, dude. If you like go to that parking garage and your first thought is like, I should fucking set this place ablaze tonight. If that's every day, it's a pretty clear sign like you're not in the right. You know what I mean?
1,000%. And every day I go in, I'm like, I'm not supposed. I literally say I'm not. I know in my soul, my body.
It just feels the worst.
I'm sick. I'm like, I'm not supposed to be here right now.
It's painful, man.
And I'm like, I gotta get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I'm like, I gotta do something. And that's like, I feel this like immense pressure.
Yeah.
Like, I have to make somehow shit's gotta work like soon.
Yeah. Because you're not aligned to like your universal.
It feels like life or death.
Yeah, it is. No, because it is. Because it is. You're not aligned with whatever it is for you. And some people are. They like it. They go in, they make their $80,000 a year. They have a kid or two. They like the job. They work up. They make $120,000. They're doing good. Like some people, that's their thing. But it's not your thing. You know what I mean? And that's... I don't know, I've just been yelling at you this entire time. But I feel it too. I hate it. I can't stand it.
It's sad that I had that thought when I was in my early 20s, though. I was like that guy. I was like, I'm going to be a warehouse manager.
Well, because society is built that way.
That's crazy that a young girl aspires to be a warehouse manager.
I know. I used to work in warehouse. I know.
I know. I did it. I've been doing it my whole life up until recently. Finally creeped into a job that's supposed to have a bachelor's degree, which is why I can't go anywhere. But
college is such like a sham.
Oh my god.
Sham.
I literally had an interview for this other place, and last question. Oh, I didn't see your... it was supposed to be there. I didn't see your college education.
Yeah, I didn't go.
I didn't go.
But I'm awesome. How about that?
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I was like, I didn't go, but I qualify for everything else.
How about I beat the system and I'm still sitting here about to get this job? I'm better than those people who went to all these schools.
Oh my God. That's how I feel every day. No.
It's gross that we measure that even.
I got lucky that they took me in. I was like a child off the streets for them.
But it's gross that that's the measure that we have to.
I know.
You know what I mean? We all measure I don't know. I hate it.
No, it's a nightmare. I agree. I think a lot of people agree. You know what is sad is people that don't enjoy it and they get stuck. That's most of the people that end up killing themselves, I feel like. But
oh wait, say it again. They get
like stuck like in like the corporate picket fence lifestyle, like the kids and they have a dream, but they never follow it.
Well, a lot of times you're so far deep you can't. Once you buy a house, you have 3 kids, and they're on their way to college, and you know what I mean. You got your job, and you have a nice fancy job, and you have to wear a $1,000 suit because everybody else got a $1,000 suit, and that's how you know what I mean. Like certain corporate things go that direction. You have to live in certain neighborhoods because you got to send your kids to private school, and that's $40,000 a year, and you got 7 kids, and they're all doing $40,000 a year. Like
I think I'm getting nauseous.
Yeah, I can't stand it. Yeah, I was googling how to live out of my car.
Yeah, I mean, I listen. I sometimes think that I'm just like, I want to quit today.
I get it.
Just do it. I get it. I could just fuck everything up. I could disappoint my whole family. I could, because like that's
till you make
thing
it, and then you're the greatest thing that ever happened to them.
Well, I would hope so, but like me and my husband both work at the same place, and we have family that's like so proud. They're so proud of where we work, and they love sharing it. Like, and it's like, oh, it's an amazing thing, but like when you don't have that perspective of the traditional, like, it's just like. I just want to be me and tell you that it's horrible.
Yeah.
Like and
you can do that with comedy. That's what's great.
I know, That's why I try to retain my social energy all day. But we should probably close it out since you got to get to.
Let's close it out.
Pineapples.
Lock it down. Whatever people say.
I'm posting it next Wednesday, so if you want to shout out your Instagram,
what's today?
Get your it's September 30th. You can shout out some upcoming
next Wednesday.
Upcoming shows. It'll be the 3rd, October.
The 3rd.
No. I'm sorry.
That's tomorrow. That's in like 2 days.
That's Friday. October 1st.
No, tomorrow's October 1st.
October 8th. Yeah. I'm sorry.
October 8th. So all my stuff is Party with Lance. You just Google that. I promote Google. Google Party with Lance, and you get to all the things. Everything you're on, you can put Party with Lance in any Dude, I'm on Lemon 8 and Blue Sky, whatever those are. I'm on there too. I'm on all the things that's Party with Lance, and all the other normal ones. Party with Lance. Just Google Party with Lance. The 8th, I'll promote this. This is a fun one. I'll be at the Comedy Zone. What is it? The 10th and 11th, whatever that weekend is. 11, 12, or 10. It doesn't matter. 10, 11, 11, 12. I'm at the Comedy Zone in Greenville, South Carolina with TJ Miller, who's unbelievably funny. Yeah, 10, 11. Those were the days. But yeah, thanks for coming by. I appreciate you trusting coming to my house, a person you had just met and only had two sentences with. So this is great. I had a great time. And if you ever come back and it hasn't been like too short of a period of time, we can do it again. I'll be back next week. Yeah, catch 2 weeks in a row. I'll bring a different hat. Yeah. You won't know it's me. No, for sure. Yeah, this is great. Thanks. All right, thanks. Yeah. Goodbye, everyone. She keep working that back and I'm about to throw the shit like